Hello, everybody. It's Bob Anderson, and it is June 30th, 2023. Last day of the month, the end of National Dairy Month. I'm from Vermont, so that's what this is. June has always been Dairy Month. We used to have June Dairy Day parades. Literally walk the cows down the road. I'm not lying. We used to have they still do. They put a board with tape and numbers and a big huge box, and they put a cow in it, and you buy a square, and if the cow craps in that square, you get the money. Anyways, I'm doing a video that I started my 10K challenge for the last 2 days. My 10 account challenge. Jesus, my 10 account challenge for the last 2 days. I have been trading the strategy that I am testing with Bob from Colombia. And so, and the screenshot for this video is my P&L right now. I'm up over $700 in all 10 accounts. I only traded oil and RTY. But anyways, here's the results for June 29th and June 30th. Again, we're heading in. This is the day before the 4th of July weekend. Come on. So we had a real slow day. For example, today in the 1 minute gold line, we had plus 10 ticks, and in the RTY, and in the CL, we had plus 20, which is really interesting because I got a box. I squared that off because, it shut off. We had 3 wins. We had 3 wins and 1 loss. And then over here on the 5 minute gold line, we had a loss. Over here, we had, and then yesterday we had 2 losses and a win. So oil did not do well the last 2 days. It broke even, basically. The winner was RTY. It had 20 ticks on the 1 minute gold line. Yesterday, it had 60 ticks on the 5 minute red line. I'm going to show you those trades yesterday. And then it had just 10 ticks, 1 trade today. I shut it off at noon. I shut the strategy off at noon. I couldn't stomach the stress of going into the holiday weekend, and sitting there trying to watch trades. So I actually shut the strategy off. I was fine with my $700. Anyways, so for 4 days so far that I've been testing this and running it, RTY has 220 ticks. This is for 4 days. 2 days with my new 10 accounts, and then 2 days in sim accounts. But anyways, RTY is at 220 ticks. CL is at 61 ticks because it broke even the last 2 days. It had 61 going in. And then NQ is at 80. It only went up 20. It's been rough the last couple days. And then, so anyways, I did the math on that. That's like $2,100 for 4 days of trading. I have $700 per account that's on the screenshot of this picture for my last 2 days. There it is. There's my proof. It shows right on there I traded 2 days. It shows all 10 accounts. It shows the P&L accumulation for the 2 days, whatnot, straight from Apex. And I only trade the RTY and CL. My subscribers know that that's it. I don't trade the NQ. I'm just testing the NQ because a lot of people do. Anyways, today I spent 3 hours this afternoon on a conference call with Bob in Colombia, going over in detail, line item by line item, the different components that we can run through the optimizer to try to hone these strategies in, because there's automation to this trading, meaning like there's indicators or using multiple data. There are things that I'm able to potentially bring into the evaluation process of if the trade is good and if the trade's not good. that I really can't like explain, you know, in the video or, you know, or a perfect example. I'll give you a perfect example. Let's just say a trade, let's just say here's your gold line, right? Okay, and a big candle comes down and hits it. And this is your first touch. But this candle is way up here, 14 ticks away, 10 ticks away, whatever it is. And as soon as this candle closes, you're supposed to have your buy up here. Well, the reality of it is, I don't do that. That's too far away. By the time we pivot and rotate up 14 ticks and it takes me into the trade, I'm away from the point of reversal too much for my comfort level because I'm asking for it to go another 20 ticks past that. So that's one of the things that we now, since it's getting automated, we can optimize how far away from the moving average, say the gold line, the red line, whatever, how far away is too far to enter a trade. Now, let's just say the candle's really long. Here's your moving average. And the next candle opens, but it's only down here. We're going to program that in so that that if this is within the reach of the reversal, you can still, the trade will still tell you, okay, now it's time to put your entry in. Not 15 ticks away from the moving average, but down here now that we're at 6 ticks or whatever. So little things like that I'm trying to incorporate into this strategy that currently is not even in this strategy, okay, right now. So that was part of what came up in the 3-hour conference call. A lot of stuff. I mean, we went through line item by line item by line item of the coding, literally. And remember, there's 3 strategies. There's the 1-minute gold line continuation trade. There's the 5-minute gold line, and there is the 5-minute red line. And of course, the longest conversation was on that damn frustrating 5-minute gold line. I don't even know of the 3 hours if we spent 10 minutes even talking about the 1-minute gold line, because that's such a simple trade to understand. But that 5-minute gold line, boy, can really be a So anyways, one of the things that we discussed is behind the scenes, which you guys may or may not remember, is I used to trade this with 2 charts. So I would have a 5-minute gold line. I would have a 5-minute chart and a 1-minute chart. Well, on that 5-minute chart, I would be looking at the price action of the actual 5-minute candles to see if we had a smooth pullback in the analysis of a 5-minute moving average, because this is what a 5-minute trader is looking at. But when you're looking at just a 1-minute chart, it's hard to visualize, is this an actual pullback? Did this pivot and rotation back take, and then pullback that broke this pivot, did that actually break a pivot? Blah, 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 blah. So we're working on trying to have behind the scenes a 5-minute chart that's actually reading that and then going to allow us to trigger on a 1-minute chart or not trigger on a 1-minute chart a setup because the pivot is broken on that 5-minute chart that a 5-minute trader is seeing. Just a lot of dynamic stuff that I'm really excited about. I really am. Because as I've said many times and I'm going to say it again, it's not about the quantity of trades, it's about the quality of trades. 1 CL trade for 20 ticks, that right there. That's right. That's the trade I took today. 1 CL trade. This is the trade I took today, by the way. I just remembered that. 1 CL trade, okay, for 2 contracts is $400. Now, don't you want to find the one that's going to work that day? That's the one I want. I want the one that's going to work today. And I took the one that worked today, and it was right here. And I hit that baby for $400. That That was the bulk of my money. Anyways, so what I want to do is I want to wish everybody a happy 4th of July. I'm not going to be here next week. I highly recommend that if you do trade next week, you trade very sparingly. Suggestion, if you're going to be using my strategy, look for that 1 minute gold line out of the gate early when the market's got some movement, and then later in the day look for that 5 minute red line. The 5 minute red line will work when the market's slower. I don't even know if I would be playing the 5 minute gold line. Ironically, I'm saying that. I don't even know if I'd be playing the 5 minute gold line next week. Anyways, also remember you get 90% off sale with Apex. Here's our affiliate code AGIBQTJY. Also down below, there's a link to get to that, but I'm also going to put my email address in case you want to contact me about questions or whatnot. Keep in mind, I am going to be gone next week. I will be looking at some of my emails, but I may not be able to. I won't have any charts in front of me to answer and whatnot. Last thing I want to do is I want to show you this right here, the trade of the last 2 days. The RTY, I want to show you how this thing triggered right off. 3 trades, just like that, for $600. All right, here you go. This is your RTY. This is your 5 minute. This is your 5 minute red line trades. Okay, which I don't have starting until after 11. Well, here's 11 o'clock. Okay, I don't have the 5 minute red line triggering until after 11 o'clock. Okay, that's how I have it coded. Oh, that, by the way, that's another thing we're working on. We're going to work on optimizing what are the actual proper time zones per instrument. Also, what is the proper targets, stop losses, whatnot per instrument. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff that has to be done and evaluated to optimize your profit levels on whichever one of these instruments you trade, if not more. Okay? Anyways, so you're going to see how this fired off today really nicely. But anyway, so we had price just kind of, remember I've talked about this, price just kind of going sideways and it looks like crap. Okay? And it moseyed its way over to, of all things, the 5 minute red line. Pierced through the 5 minute red line, reversed, broke this candle to the left. That's our trigger candle right here, okay? There's your long, and bam, there's your 20 ticks. Pulls back down, kind of hard to see because it's got this little thing here, but pulls back down into, so this is, by the way, it's hard to see down here, I know, so I'm going to try to blow this up a little bit while I'm here. This is called trade count 1. Remember, we do a 1, 2, 3. This is trade count 1 right there. T1 is what that means. This is the first time since price has crossed over, which it probably crossed over way before the open. This is the first time it's touched that red line. Look at how powerful that thing is. Bam. Comes back down, sits on it again. Boom. Bam. Again. So there's 20 ticks. There's 40 ticks. And then what do we talk about, folks? How many times do I say this? I can't write this stuff myself. 1, 2, 3. Here's your third. What happens on your third? Bam, through it. Rotates over. Pushes up. Tests the bottom of the red line. Right here. Test the bottom of the red line. There's your entry. Bam, 20 ticks. It is like Christmas. So there was 20, 40, 60 ticks in 35 minutes on the RTY. And I mean, none of those trades, well, I shouldn't say none of them. This one here took, that took 5 ticks of heat. One of them took 5 ticks of heat. The other one took, let's see here, 4. Took 3 ticks of heat. The other one took none. Bam. Anyways, that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. I'll keep you updated on the auto trader that we're trying to, the indicators that we're working on. And I want everybody to have a good holiday, and don't blow your accounts next week. That's a good reason for me to be gone, because it's a good week to blow your accounts. Talk to you later. Bye.